Hey guys, Kenny Wisdom here, and we're going to be playing a 5-game set for with the Fairies deck that I profiled last week. No deck tech this time, because as I said, I just profiled it, so if you want to see that, if you're unfamiliar with the Fairies deck, go check out that video. You can search Aromatisse or search Fairies on our channel. Opening Thunderous with an Ultra Ball and an Energy to discard in hand, so always pretty solid, or Croagunk. Top deck Spritzy, can't really ask for more than that. We're going to go ahead and attach this Prism to Thunderous. I think we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away this Rainbow and this Garden. Not sure, I haven't played with this deck at all, so I'm not sure how important the Garden is, but I feel like the Supporter and the Potion, the Max Potion, are much more important. So we don't really see much. We see a Croagunk, I believe, on the other side of the board. I don't really want to get out a Sigla, for instance. So I think I'm just going to take an Evoltal. Or maybe I should just take it. No, I think I should take a Genesect. I need to take a Genesect. I need to take a Plasma Pokemon to Thundurus onto, to Raiden Knuckle onto. We're going to play that, and I don't think we're going to Colress. I think we just ship the turn back with a very, very good start, and chances are he's going to play some Pokemon to make our Colress bigger later. He plays on a Bouffalant, so it's nothing to be worried about. I don't actually know what Toxicroak does, so this could be a problem. I try to familiarize myself with most of the cards in the format, but as you can see, some slip through the cracks. In general, I think the Fairies deck is strong. I went over it in the deck tech, but this is my first time ever actually playing it, so I'm really interested to see how it works out. But I think it's strong, given the right metagame. So we see an Evo Soda. So this is a card that searches your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, and you put it onto that Pokemon. So as I said in my XY set review, which is also up on our YouTube channel, it's kind of a strange card because for a long time people thought that you could Evo Soda to skip an evolutionary stage. You could Evo Soda, Squirtle Soda into a Blastoise, but you can't. You actually have to Evo Soda for a Pokemon that evolves directly from one of your Pokemon in play. So it looks like he actually Evo Soda'd for nothing. What tool does this have? Okay. So, and anyways, the way Evo Soda works is basically it lets you search your deck for Pokemon just like any other search card, with the added benefit that it gets to evolve immediately. Although you can't play on the first turn, and you have to discard cards for it, unlike an Ultra Ball, let's say. But you also have to have the Pokemon in play, so it's pretty loose. Dustin Zerman did a little write-up on it online where he said that there's very, very few specific instances where you'd want an Evo Soda over like a Ultra Ball or a Level Ball, and I tend to agree with that thought. So I think I'm going to go ahead and switch up the Bouffalant, start getting some pressure on him. And right now I think I just have to Colress for 3. I'm not drawing anything, and that Genesect was a good draw. And then we're going to go ahead, whoops, we're going to go ahead and Raiden Knuckle. Only doing 10, but we are building up this Genesect to be able to do Megalo Cannon. So we see, here's the Croagunk, or sorry, the Toxicroak. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during his or her last turn, it says 90? Okay, so that seems reasonable. We can deal with that. No DCE is very nice there. He just attaches a basic Psychic, and now he level balls for no cards in hand, and he gets a Venipede. Okay, so he's like on some kind of poison theme deck. I think we are gonna go ahead and attach here, and then is he threatening us? We're at 30. If he top decks an energy, he's 120. So 120, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, so he would get knocked out. So we're gonna go ahead and retreat. to this Genesect. I guess I'll play the Fairy one, the Fairy Garden, excuse me, and do 80. And just put 30 on that, 20 on that Toxicroak. So if he doesn't draw an energy here, I think he's probably just out of the game. If he doesn't draw an energy or supporter. Because he'll have no energy on board, Bouffalant will be knocked out. Yeah, he does an experience share, so um, he can retreat, and that would prevent me. And he just concedes. Um, so that was an interesting match. I mean, obviously we're not playing against a very top tier deck, but it did go to show how I think if there's something to take from that match, I would say that a Thundurus is very, very good in a game where both players are drawing dead. You know, we had the end in hand, we had the Colress early, but we didn't really draw a whole lot. You know, we only played one supporter, and I think that just doing 30 and being able to get back any energy at the after discard pile is very, very strong and allows you a lot of reach in times where you don't really have a lot going on board or in your hand. So, as all battle towers are, there'll be 5 rounds, so we're 1-0. Hopefully, we can play against a little bit more of a real deck next time. Thanks for watching. I love you. Good night.